Alrighty, so today was my short day for my college courses, and I got home and I came back here to water in my backyard garden, which I'm trying to turn into a little mini backyard nursery. But so far, this is my seed grown 5-year old peach tree that I started from seed, obviously, and this is its second year giving blooms, and I'm just pleasantly surprised how many blooms are on this one. So I will more than likely be turning this video into a little mini backyard tour, starting off right here. And obviously there's some lavender right there. That's the French lavender. It's been growing, and there's from a cutting that I put in there myself around 2 years ago. And right behind that, that is my 4-year old apple tree. I believe it's Gala, that I've been growing from seed, and this is how it's looking. It wants to start producing its new growth for the season. And I do my own pruning on all my trees as well. And I do my research before I do prune. And here is my other 5-year-old, which has been growing. I've been growing this one and my other 5-year-old that I just showed around the same time they've been growing. This one looks a little different. As you can tell, the blooms look a little different, and this is its second year giving blooms as well. Last year, everything fell off. It did produce fruit, but it fell off really fast. I don't know why it did, but as you can tell, it is blossoming quite wonderfully, and to see how it does this season. Yeah, look at that. That's quite a sight to see. See if I can get the backdrop on there so you guys can see it a little better. And also notice the technique that I use in my pruning. Has 5 main stems. Usually you want 4, each one facing in a different direction. So this one does have its main. So this will be the north, and then the south, and then this will be the east, and over here the west. But it does have this extra one right here. It's fine. And how I keep it low like that, you sacrificial, so it doesn't grow up, but it does grow sideways, so you could strengthen it when it bears the fruit. You can tell I did the same with this one as well. Sacrificial right here, and then has a little point going this way, which is that's the east, and then here's the south, and then right here's the west, and that's the north right there. See that? That's how I did it. But apple trees, you have to do a different way, and I do recommend doing research on how to prune trees before you do prune them. These grow differently. It's hard for me to explain, but it's more like of a display look. Plus, they do, but you never with these you don't want to trim the top, but I kind of did right there. But I made sure that there was gonna be a new central leader, which is this one. So it's fine when you do it like that. But I really did my research before I did that. But when it's too young and you trim the top, it won't probably grow. So that's my apple tree. And then right here, I have an in-ground apple tree that I've been growing around the same time as the other apple tree. And this one, it did go into a little bit of shock, but it's strong now, and it looks like it might give new growth We'll see how it does. And then right here I have some struggling citrus. Some of them are this one might be lemon because it has the double on the leaf, and then the other ones are lemon. But it got kind of cold this year, so a lot of them got like a lot of like little root rot from being in the garage too long. But these are my little baby citruses that I've been growing from seed. The thing about citrus, it takes forever to grow. They grow really slow. So my little baby citrus. And this one, I don't know if it's gonna come back. I might just put something in here, but it still has give. I don't know. We'll see. And then let me take you. Mind the mess. There's a lot of mess back here that I gotta clean up. For all this, they used to have a bunch of beautiful wildflowers, but then I tried to get rid of it, and it just turned into this. Gotta get rid of it. I'm just concentrating on growing food for now. But there's my compost pile with all kinds of stuff growing around it. I just let it grow. I said forget it. And then some lavender I put in ground, which is the same French lavender. I had two of them, but the other one died. This one went to the ground, but at least I got a cutting from the other one, which you seen earlier in the peach tree. And then over here, these pots, I had overwintered some bell peppers in the garage, and some of them have new life and some of them don't. And all around it is some sunflowers, which are going to be mammoth. They're spread kind of everywhere, as you could tell. Then some succulents that my wife's friend gifted us. Still in the same container, but I gotta take them out and separate them to see what I could do with them. I'll probably put some in ground and put some in pots. I just left them as is so far. Right here I do have some garlic that I put in ground, which I finally took out of the where I was growing them in the beginning and by the grapevine. I don't know what I was thinking. And then some more succulents. They were as a display on top of a pumpkin, but the pumpkin got old and just deteriorated into the soil. But they're still growing. Some more succulents. This one is one from a split one that I had split, and it survived. Then the mother, right here is the mother blackberry that I made all my other tip rooting ones from. But in the same container, I do have some spring blush sugar snap peas. And this is the type of flower that they give when they bloom. Kind of hard to see. I'll show you more and more on in this video. But they do get pretty tall. They're gonna start producing now. And right here I do have some rosemary in this container. And then some more of those spring blush peas. And then I do have a cutting from the apple tree that I stuck in here that some of them are grabbing onto. But let's see how it does. It does have some tug, so excuse my shadow, but it does help to see what I'm recording when my shadow's there. But my grapevine. This is gonna be its second year of me having it. I barely bought it last year as a cutting from Walmart. It's gonna be the red flame, I believe. Red flame, um, seedless. You can see the new life. I'm so. At first, I didn't think it was gonna survive because it was just a little stick, and then it started growing. Look at that. So I gotta get a good trellis for that. But this is where I had the garlic in, all in here. But I took it out, and I had put some seeds in here. I think that's gonna be apple, a baby apple tree. I gotta take it out of here as well. And over here, I think there's another apple as well. Or that could be pear. And then right here's my tallest spring blush that I got from M.I. Gardner, the seeds. They are growing taller than me. Look at this. Wow. Isn't that lovely? The color, I love that color. But I do gotta trellis some if not they're gonna break once they get heavier. Because this is around 6 feet. Or 6'2". And I do got some type of support, but yeah, I grew them big time. Just out of this pot, I had put 4 or 5 in there. And there's the grape. And then the little baby trees have been growing from seed as well, which are peach and nectarine trees. They're getting new growth. They're just in these little 1-gallon pots. I gotta uppot them soon, and they'll grow more. But for now, this is how they're looking. And then right here I have a pear, which hasn't really blossomed yet, but it still has life, as you can see. It's plump. I'll blossom soon. That's pear. And then some of the blackberries where I tip rooted. I tip rooted these from the mother blackberry plant that's in there. And I just put the tip of the root of where it grows, the tip, into some soil, and then it makes a whole new plant. Look at this. I just gotta put some little trellis on it, a mini trellis on it, so it can grow nice. Because you don't want this tip will touch the ground anywhere you have it, and it'll grow a whole new one. And then look, I made another one right here. This one has a little type of something. Look how it gets. That's blackberry right there, but it's thornless, so that's what's good about it. I don't mind it, and they're easy to propagate. And right here, I have a peach tree, but this peach tree is special because this one I made from a cutting. I was pruning my, as I showed earlier in this video, one of my 5, actually the one that had the lavender in it. That one, the one that produced good fruit last year. I did a cutting and I just put some aloe vera on the tip and stuck it in the soil. And look at, guys, this has been 2 years. Barely gonna be 2 years, and look, and I already blossomed from a cutting. And I do want to get into, once my plants get older, I do want to get into when you propagate or graft, the grafting. I do want to get into grafting, so it could grow good fruit and different types of fruit on the same tree. So this is how it's going, how this is growing. And there's just some palm trees that I have back there. Pygmies, 3 pygmies, and then this one, I don't know the name. It was gifted by another one of my wife's friends. This is roses that I had gotten my wife, I believe, last year for Valentine's or the year before. But it's not producing roses, so I don't know. I gotta do my research on that. This is some type of nut tree. I gotta do my research and figure out what kind. I know when I got the seed, it kind of looked like a peach, but I don't think it was. Sometimes they look like peaches. That might be a walnut, what they call them, black walnut. I don't know. And then right here, I have some videos on my channel where I had split the two pomegranates, and this is one of them. It's coming to life. One of the ones I split that was in the same pot, in this same pot, I had split them and separated them in their own separate pots, and this is one of them right here. Look at this beautiful pomegranate tree. Petunia. Alright, and then I have some more over here. Oh, some radishes. I gotta get them out of the sun. Forgot I put them out here. They're gonna bolt, probably. Put this in the shade. Some radishes, just regular scarlet, red scarlet. These two right here are the ones that I showed on my short video, where they were like just seeds with like little roots. This is the Indian corn, the two little Indian corns. Look how they look now. And then right here, this is the name. My first time growing it is called Charentais. Charentais melon from France. I heard they're very sweet. I have that going. Over here, these are marigolds. And then some, I can't remember the name right now. Zinnias. And then right here I have muncher cucumber. I gotta put them in the sun actually. I'll do that after. Some basil. And then, oh, put this in the sun too. Avocado. I don't know if you guys can see it. This little avocado. Just for a little bit because they do get sunburned. Which I have another avocado over here. Give this one a little bit. Actually, let's get right there. And then right here, these are the stripe, sugar stripey. And that's the date. January 25th on the sugar stripeys. First time growing those. And then right here, Serrano. And then some red cherry large. So red cherry large tomatoes. Oh, and then right here, I've been hardening them off. And these are all different tomatoes. Let me turn it so I can see which one is which. Actually, I already know which one's which. Right here on the right hand side, that's the gold medal. Those are the gold medal. And the middle is the black crim. And then all the way over here to the left is the Aunt Ruby's green tomatoes. So I'm doing 3 different varieties of heirloom tomatoes. But they're looking good. Usually don't have this much green thumb with them when it comes to tomatoes, but I still gotta separate them. And then right here, my first time trying to sturgeon from seed. And then right here, some pepper from like ground pepper, but the pepper balls I got from a pepper tree, and I just throw them in these pots and they started growing. Pepper plant. Oh, and then I got more. Oh, actually, yeah, over here. I don't know why it doesn't want to sprout, but I have ginger in there, and then some beets, and then I have 3 different type of corn. So on the row to the right, this row is the white, and then right here there's only one, which is right there, which is the yellow. And then in this row there's a few of them, That's the blue. And then the ones that are struggling are the red. But that's fine. I'll show you later why that's fine. The red ones, because they are growing. I already have a patch growing. I want to come over here to these trees before I show you the patch that I have growing over here on the other side. But right here is the second pomegranate tree that I had separated, that I had showed you earlier previously on this video. This is the other one that had split from the other one and put into this new pot. That's how this one's looking. It has new life. And then here is, I had this in a little 4-inch cylinder like this, like a little one like this, and it was already in here for like a year or two. And I finally uppotted it right here, this peach tree. I finally uppotted into this, as well as this peach tree. And here's a pear tree that I had uppotted that was in a little 4-inch cell as well. Put into this gallon, and it already has new life, little pear tree. And then another peach tree, or nectarine, I think this one's a nectarine, that I put uppotted as well. And then right here I have a lemon tree. It's around going on 3 years old. They've been growing from seed as well. All this is grown from seed. Everything right here. Pretty much everything I've been showing you guys is grown from seed, except the palm trees. This is an orange tree. I try to make it bonsai style. Because I do keep them, citrus, they do like heavy prunings, and it makes more growth. It provokes growth, so you do want to keep your citrus trimmed. Here's another. This one's tangerine. It's been growing since what? It looks like there's a date right there, August of 2024. Look, it doesn't look like it, right? Since August of 2024, and we're at, today is the 2nd of March 2026, so over 1 year old. But that's what it looks like. That's a tangerine, and right there, a little citrus. I think that might be another tangerine as well. Oh, I didn't even know that was growing in there. I don't know what that is, but that's that. All this from seed I've been growing. Little trees. Oh, and then down here, I thought I had seen. Oh yeah, down here, I barely put these in. That's gonna be apple. That one's a Cosmo apple or something like that. I forget the name. No, Red Snapdragon. The ones from New York. It's already sprouting. Already put that one in probably like less than a month ago. And then some succulents. This one's from a piece from another one that I have in the front. And then this is the other half. The one that I showed him previously on this video. That's the other half. The whole thing was on here. I ripped it from here, put it in the other pot. And then there's some aloe vera in here. Some pups. They didn't look like they gonna survive the transplant. And then right here, I have them under this so they could get heated. I have a bunch of watermelon I barely put yesterday. So I have a row of, all the way, the row to the right is Jubilee. I already put yesterday the seeds into there, but they were soaking before that. And I did clip them, so they should grow fast. Let's see, hopefully Jubilee in that row, sugar, or no, is that, no, early prolific straight neck in the middle row. And then the last row is the sugar baby watermelon. On the last three, they're empty. I still have to choose what to put in those, but I still have it like that. And then right here, I have carrots. 3 different variety of carrots right here, all grown together in this row. See, they're blooming. Nicely separated too, some of them. And then this is the red corn. You can see some of the red corn growing. That's why I wasn't worried about the ones that were in cells, because I had put this whole little square in ground. And there's around 15 of them growing. And hopefully they do get to grow a little bit higher before the beans come out, because the beans are going to choke them when they try to grab onto them. And then back here, I have some I have turnips right there, some kale in the back, and then I have some onions from seed over here, which are the yellow Utah, and over here I have the white something. They're growing in there as well. And then right here I have this whole bed of red onions that I'm growing for my first time. And I think I came full circle with everything I have growing back here. Oh yeah, and then some beets. I forgot there's like beets in here as well. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, thank you for watching, everyone.